So, Julius, how can we get involved? How can my team get involved with this? I mean, we can make nice deals, yeah.
So he says, how can we get involved? How can my team get involved here? We can make nice deals here. The response of Mr. Mkhwanazi is, I will establish a team of brand owners, EMPD and you. That's where we will be getting information about hijacked trucks, robbed stock. Mr. Van Wyk says, cool, so we need to start putting stuff.
What pains me, Chairperson, is that with other people who are testifying, you are able to tell them that you are correct, you are correct. But with me, why? Even if there are documents that are produced, Chairperson, my statement is.
Thanks, Julius. I'll appreciate it because my partner is a little bit stressed that if they pull him over, my business partner, the one that's paying us. So he's hectic about the fleet story. But I hope you enjoy now your honeymoon this weekend and that you guys have fun and enjoy Cape Town and drink a lot of wine. And then when you're back, you can make a turn so we can chat a little bit.
I have come forward because I want to acknowledge my role in what happened, and I want to give the Commission information about the Precious Stone case.
The next heading that appears there is Precious Stones case. You can continue at paragraph 3.
Sometime in 2022, I met Mr. Julius Mkhwanazi. I had bumped into him on several occasions outside of the workplace. Mr. Mkhwanazi and I began dating later that year.
Please continue to paragraph 4.
Julius Mkhwanazi is in deep shit. After those allegations, his ex-girlfriend decided to spill the beans at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry yesterday. I mean, he's in deep shit. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's video, we'll be talking about Julius Mkhwanazi, the suspended Ekurhuleni Metropolis Department Deputy Chief. Not only his ex-girlfriend, he was also exposed the other day that he's been receiving money from Mike Van Wyk. He's basically a criminal cop, but apparently he was dating this girl who was a Johannesburg Metropolitan Police Department JMPD officer, and Julius is in trouble. When Mkhwanazi was suspended, he was asking money from her. She was basically a provider. She was providing money for grocery, helping his kids. She was the ATM basically for Julius Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi was just borrowing money from her, and then she didn't have money, to provide for Mkhwanazi anymore because Mkhwanazi kept on borrowing money. I'm sure he was borrowing money every month. Mkhwanazi was just collecting money every month. But she got tired and they decided to plan a robbery. Julius Mkhwanazi said, you know what, please keep the eye on the ground. If anything happens, just let me know because we have to make a plan to make money. So this girl found out about precious stones. She did not report it to the JMPD or report it to the SAPS. She withheld that information because she's a criminal instead of letting know the authorities so that they can visit this guy and ask if he has a permit. Is he conducting business legally? No, she didn't do that. They decided to rob this guy. She left no stone unturned in that commission. She said they planned this heist. They met at Nando's restaurants when they were busy planning this robbery. The informer knew everything because he used to work at the mines. So he knew about the precious stones. It was discovered that those precious stones were worth 14.9 million rand, but they were only sold for about 110,000 rand. Julius Mkhwanazi is not smart. Even this lady is just a stupid lady, in my opinion. Imagine they robbed this guy, his precious stones that were worth 14.9 million rand. That's a lot of money, almost 15 million rand. They only sold it for 110,000 rand. Probably the informer also robbed them. He was like, no, these stones are worth 110,000 rand. Maybe the informer knew that these stones were valued at about 14.9 million rand, or like 15 million rand. She's going to be a witness state in that precious stone case because she said everything, like the cars that they were driving. She basically snitched on those police officers. I'm talking about Officer Keisha Lee Stolz and Aiden Mackenzie. She snitched on them. You know, she detailed everything. When they went to this guy to rob him, they had to play his mind. They arrived in Kilani, where the victim was staying, and they were wearing the uniforms. They pretended as if they were going to take these exhibits. They are doing the legit job. They were going to take this exhibit and take it to the police station. This guy was going to be arrested, blah, blah, blah. But no, that was not the plan. They were going to steal these precious stones. Mkhwanazi is a dirty cop. He was chowing the girl from Johannesburg Metropolitan Department, and they were busy doing shenanigans. Advocate Matthew Chaskalson also exposed Julius Mkhwanazi. There were WhatsApp messages between Julius Mkhwanazi and Mr. Van Wyk, and things got hectic, hey? Mkhwanazi was just giving people blue lights. He was just receiving the kickbacks, was busy taking bribes left, right, and center, and he would sometimes ask money to these people. Mkhwanazi is a dodgy character here, and this Mike Van Wyk, I don't think this is a businessman. I believe this man is a criminal. I'm talking about the CEO of the Medicare 24. That man is not a businessman. There was even a video where an ambulance was transporting ostriches. I think those ostriches were just part of the bribe. Mkhwanazi was giving this guy, Van Wyk, blue lights. That's why there are so many hijackings in the Gauteng province. We've got criminals who are having blue lights just because of Julius Mkhwanazi. So Mkhwanazi cannot deny now. I know he's trying to deny everything. Currently, he's at the Madlanga Commission as we speak. These WhatsApp messages exposed him. There was also a voice note that was sent by Van Wyk saying that he got a new car, he needs blue lights urgently, and he doesn't want to get arrested. So he also wants the bakkie to have the EMPD markings. We've got criminals in those law enforcement agencies. Mkhwanazi lied at the commission because he said no, he only put blue lights to those cars that were donated by Vusi Musiket Matlala, not the other way around. So Vusi Musiket Matlala donated cars. And that was just a lie. This guy was just giving blue lights to the people that were giving him money, nothing else. Even Vusi Musiket Matlala gave him a lot of money because he was just following instructions from those people, not the other way around. This guy is going to jail. Share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.